It doesn't matter if you're trying to grind camos or unlock attachments, whether that be for MP, zombies, or Warzone. You know the most annoying part of any of that is leveling up the weapon all the way to max rank. That's why in this video, I'm going to break down, after all patches here in Black Ops Cold War, the absolute fastest way to go from 0 to max rank on any weapon. We're going to show a multiplayer method, we're going to show a zombies method, and then a zombies method if you have more than one player. Now, starting off with the multiplayer weapon XP method, and yes, this method right here is still the single fastest way to level up your weapons in Black Ops Cold War. Some of the zombie tricks we're going to show you are going to get close to this, but after all updates, if you just want to max out your weapons as quick as possible, MP is still the way to go. This is going to come down to two separate modes you want to be playing. There is face-off 6v6 and there is hardcore face-off 6v6. You can play the other modes, but face-off is just going to get you the most XP per minute, and I am going to recommend the hardcore version. You are going to be getting more kills per minute in the hardcore version of face-off, meaning you're going to get more weapon XP. If you just can't stand hardcore, do the core method, but you are going to be sacrificing some XP by choosing the core method over hardcore. This next tip is obvious, but I'm just going to include it for completion's sake. Obviously, if you go to view tokens and you have a double weapon XP token, it's going to make your weapon level up twice as quick. And if you do hop into Warzone, you might have some double weapon XP tokens that can only be activated in Warzone. Just for completion's sake, I'm adding this in. Oh, there we go. Now, once you're in game, the strategy is pretty easy. You kind of just want to rush and get as many kills as possible. Obviously, if you're going for a certain camo challenge, do that along the way, but the quickest way to get XP is just rush, get as many kills, die. You're not going to have the best KD, but this isn't about getting KD. This is all about them weapon levels. When it comes to maps you want to play, ICBM is going to be the single best map. That is my go-to weapon XP map, but unfortunately, you don't get that super often. The only map I'd recommend completely avoiding, though, would be Mansion. All the other maps are going to be pretty decent for XP because they're really small. I'm not sure why Mansion's a 6v6 map, but it is ginormous, and they put that in the 6v6 rotation. So look for ICBM, avoid completely Mansion. Now, as we move into zombies, there's going to be two different strategies depending on how many people you're playing with. The more people you have in your lobby, the more weapon XP and the more regular XP you're going to get. So obviously the 3 and 4 player method is going to be the fastest. If you're looking for people to play with, I'm going to leave my Discord linked below. There's going to be a page where you can find people to play with. That way you can absolutely max out your weapon XP here in zombies. However, if you're only playing with 1 and/or 2 people, what you want to do is you want to be playing Onslaught, and more specifically, you want to be playing Onslaught Containment. That way you don't got to move around the map and you can get more kills in a quicker time. These aren't even real zombies. All right, doesn't matter. I don't know what's going on with that, but here we are loaded in Onslaught Containment, and even though this method is slower than the 3 and 4 player method, it's still not that slow. So Onslaught Containment, it really doesn't matter which map you're playing, because what happens if you've never played Onslaught Containment before, this play is just like round based. All the zombies are going to spawn around you, and the spawn rate really doesn't make much of a difference. But once you're loaded in game, the strategy is pretty straightforward. This mode, unlike other modes, doesn't seem to lower your XP as you go to a higher round. So if you're playing round based, you might get a lot of XP for the first 10 rounds, but Onslaught Containment, if it does lower it, it doesn't lower the amount of weapon XP. You don't want to be knifing zombies. Don't follow by my advice right here. Shoot the zombies, don't knife them. You're not going to get much weapon XP if you're using your knife instead of your weapon. But I mean, that's really it. Just grind through rounds with you or a friend, and this method would be faster with 3 and 4 players if you could have 3 and 4 players on this map. Unfortunately, Onslaught is maxed out. Ooh, we're gonna go down already. Onslaught is maxed out with 2 players. That's why if you're playing with 3 and 4 players, you got to go to a different method. However, having that 3rd and 4th player in your game is going to make our next method even quicker. I would recommend Ring of Fire as your field upgrade. However, Onslaught has an invisible zombie issue, and Frenzy Guard will take care of the invisible zombie if you let him attack you. So if you just start getting hit out of nowhere while playing this, use Frenzy Guard and you should be more than fine. And one last thing that's also important to note, you will get more XP doing this strat with 2 players compared to 1. So even if you can just find 1 friend to play with, it will make your XP grind a lot quicker compared to just playing with 1 person. Yes, for the final and fastest zombie method, here we are on Outbreak, and this is only going to be the fastest method if you're rocking 3 or 4 players. Once you load into game, the very first thing you want to do, press map. We are looking for this event right here. The black chest event on round 1 is the absolute quickest way to level up in zombies with 4 players. Trust me, if you have 4 players and you go to this event, you're going to get an insane amount of weapon XP on round 1. It is how I've been leveling up all the weapons here on my alt account. Unfortunately, it's just me in this game. I don't have 4 players with me, so I'm not going to be getting the absolute insane XP that I normally would be getting, but for demonstration purposes, you guys get the point. Now, as you're heading to the objective, obviously you want to kill the zombies along the path. I wouldn't go out of my way to kill like a ton of zombies, but if they're on your path the way there, obviously that's free XP, so take down any zombies. But once you get to the chest, this is the part, obviously what you want to do is activate it. Then you're going to get the 3 little black orbs that fly in different directions. The reason this is so powerful, these spawn so many zombies, and with Outbreak, it's just like round base. So on round 1, you get more XP per kill, and the more people you have in your game, the more and more it goes up. So all we're going to do is we're going to sit here and farm these zombies until they stop spawning. The zombies are going to spawn in for quite a while. Eventually they will stop spawning though. Once they stop spawning, what you want to do is shoot the orb a few times, and it might eventually break, but if you shoot it a couple times, more zombies should spawn. I'm not going to activate all the orbs because with one person, activating all 3 orbs is a recipe for disaster because they'll all start spawning their own zombies. But another orb there, if we shoot it, it's going to activate. And now we've got 2 different orbs spawning zombies. With 4 players in your game, I would just go ahead, activate all 3 of them because you could handle it. But look, we're going to go down because these things essentially hit you and take away a ton of your health. If all 3 of them hit you in a quick succession, you're done for. But look at this. Look at all these zombies here. And there'd be even more zombies spawning in if you were in 4 players, and you'd be getting more per kill. This is just with 2 of the orbs. Yeah, see, look at that. Look. Oh, yep, and we went down. That's why I don't really recommend this one on solo, and it's better. You're going to be getting more XP on Onslaught as a solo player, but yeah, this is insane. So what you do, let's say we've used this event and no zombies are spawning. Obviously, in our game, we still have zombies spawning. At that point in time, what you'd want to do is head to the main objective mission. So we're going to head, what is that, a defend round? Come on, let me jump over. We got really lucky with this run. Defend is the single best objective for XP because we've got 3 minutes of zombie spawn. So on top of the entire black chest event, we would get 3 minutes of non-stop zombie spawn. And these are still round 1 zombies. So you're getting a ton of XP for each and every kill here. All right, after the main objective's complete, we're going to head to the anomaly here. And then obviously, if you want to go ahead, pack your weapon, do any of that cool stuff, we'll go ahead, pack a punch this tier 2. Let's go. And you know, we'll put an ammo mod on. You know, no, we'll buy a perk. We'll buy a perk. That seems like a better option here. We'll go ahead and, you know, we'll buy quick revive for that extra health. But here's the important part. Instead of going to the next round, we're going to want to go ahead and call the exfil. That's because as soon as you go to wave 2, you're going to be getting less XP per kill. So it makes more sense with your squad of 4 people just to hit exfil. It only takes a second to load back in. But what you can do, instead of going immediately to the exfil, you actually don't get any additional weapon XP for exfilling. It's going to give you more player XP, but weapon XP doesn't matter. So if you fail this, it's not the end of the world. Look at how many zombies are spawning here. So take your time making it to the objective area, because as soon as we get to the helicopter, there'll be a limited amount of zombies we can kill before the game ends. But all these zombies are free kills on the way here. Each one of these zombies, free XP, free XP. Obviously, you still kind of want to win it, because if you're rolling for different calling cards and stuff, there's benefits for actually exfilling out of the game, but there's no harm in farming the zombies on the way here. Every single one of these kills, free XP. And dude, if you fully maximize this XP method, you can, during a double XP weekend, you can absolutely get so much weapon XP each run through. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at how many zombies we've killed on the way here. We still got 50 seconds left. Honestly, we're more than fine. I've got a ring of fire saved up. Even with 40 seconds left, we're just 21 hostiles. But as soon as we enter this area, we are only going to be able to kill those 21 hostiles. However, we killed like 50 on the way here. Look at that, 4. And dude, we cleared out this entire thing in like 2 seconds. That's why I don't run straight for the helicopter. And with that, you exfil with your team, load right back into Outbreak, rinse and repeat. There are a few other objectives that are worth doing. If you see the crystal event, the little crystal event on the map spawns in a bunch of zombies. I would go ahead, do that objective as well, farm the zombies from that. Maybe do a chest event if you're on your way. Any event that spawns a lot of zombies, but the black chest event is the most important one, and that is what's going to help you absolutely maximize your XP. So yeah, get 4 players. If you want to level up in zombies, not an MP, get 4 players, run round 1 Outbreak just like that. And that's how I've been leveling up my weapons, and just wait for a double XP weekend. Just run through it, max them out, and then you'll be ready to unlock Dark Aether. I plan on redoing my ultimate Dark Aether guide. So if you want to see that, leave a comment below. And I want to kind of redo the final versions of a lot of these Cold War guides here, because now that the game's no longer getting big updates, these will be the final versions of the guide. I doubt any of the information in this video for weapon XP is going to change at any point in time. So this should be the last weapon XP guide you will ever need here in Cold War Zombies RMP, because it is not going to change. With that, guys, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. And if you left a like or a comment, I appreciate that so much, because it really does help me out, boys. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching the entire video, and everyone who's became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who've taken above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member here on YouTube. We've got the 2X Trader Purple, the Hero Arrow Pharaoh, the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin, and the absolute legend Nick G.